Hello, it's Bruce back again, talking about slating and tiling. But before we even get onto slating and tiling, we're going to elaborate a little bit more about tooling up. I've gone over it very briefly. If you want to be a roofer, you're interested enough to stop looking at your phone and smoking all day, looking at your phone. It's like, it's just a bit of plastic. Put it down. It's not interesting, really. Your missus, you don't need to be texting your missus all day or looking at YouTube videos of monkeys or whatever. You just don't. You need to learn roofing. That's what you're there for. Earn some proper money. And if you don't, you'll probably get shouted at a lot, which I do. Not very often, but I do shout sometimes if people aren't paying attention. Right, the first thing to do when you've decided that you're interested enough and someone gives you a chance to have a go on the tools, the first thing to do is gear up, and you need your basics. And at some point you'll get addicted to buying tools, because it is addictive. It's like when women buy shoes and handbags. They love it, don't they? They love it. Oh, look at these new shoes I bought. Oh yeah, they're great. They are. Great they are. Lovely. I love the pink ones. Yeah, and it's like she's equally interested in your tools. Oh, look at my new nail pouch. No, she's not interested really, but she was, oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Anyway, you look more professional anyway. When you start buying tools, you look more professional straight away. And I've lost count of the amount of times someone said to me, have you got a tape on you? Have you got a knife on you? And vice versa. If you're the bloke that has got the tape and the knife on him, you look more professional and you're far more useful. And the more decent tools you have, the more professional you look. So your first buys obviously should be a measuring tape, a Stanley knife, a pencil, a claw hammer, and also a good quality nail pouch for reasons we've discussed before. That's 5 vital pieces of equipment that you'll use every single day. Shouldn't go up on the roof without them. So that's your lot. That's your starting point. You don't have to buy all these tools at once, like I said. Gradually build up, and then you'll start spending some of more of your money on tools, and you'll have a decent tool bag in the end. So 50 quid, and you're up and running. And you've seen what happens when you do get tooled up. You become magnetic. So you're now geared up to push along with the lathing and felting. The next stage is, if you want to be self-sufficient, you're going to need a chalk line. People provide you with this stuff, but if you're on your own, a chalk line is essential for getting your gauges, your lath nice and straight, your gauging. And my personal preference is for pinning the felt is a stapler. It's quick in the wind, as opposed to felt tacks or lath nails. And the stapler is my personal preference. Some people say you shouldn't use them because of the holes it puts in the felt, but they're tiny. A couple of hand saws and a bow saw. You should add them to your list. Cutting your timber. And when you get onto lead work, you're going to need a lead dresser or two, some lead snips, old tin snips, a plug-in chisel, maybe a bolster chisel. Your slating tools will include a slate hammer, slate clippers, maybe with a punch hole thing. Quite expensive with the punch especially, but handy. You can use a guillotine. I love the guillotine because it's fast. It's faster than any other way of cutting, apart from when you're using man-made slates. You can use a scriber. I love a scriber. That's really fast. My favourite method of cutting man-made slates. You could even have an old-fashioned slate knife, couldn't you? a lot of kids wouldn't have seen one, but we used to use like a machete with a hook on the end and cut everything over a blue brindle ridge, but they're very rare these days. A vital tool, of course, is a gauging trowel. You can try using a pointing trowel, but when you're pointing ridge, a gauging trowel is best, believe me. Personal preference, it's all subjective in it. But on wet work, a gauging trowel is your best. If you're pointing chimneys, you might want a pointing trowel, or use a gauger anyway. Other stuff to pack in your van, when you get your van, would be guttering tools like a string line and a spirit level. And I'm not forgetting the screwdriver, but that comes under power tools in a bit. And of course you'll need a broom and brushes, and mark them up with your name on, because people steal them, like Lewis, Yogi, you know who you are, I know who you are. And buckets and brushes and shovels. That's, you'll know everything you need to make yourself sufficient. But mark your tools up, because there's some terrible bloody brush thieves around. I won't mention any names. Oh, I have already, sorry. Okay, so now we're going to move on